Hello everybody, Kanisha the Creator here, and I'm here today to give you probably my last Illymations reaction for today. Anyway, it's how I accidentally became a YouTuber.
I wouldn't be the creator I am today. Here's what happened. I was 16 in my junior year of high school. I was on the swim team, I had a part-time job at a frozen yogurt place, but when I wasn't chopping waves and counting change, I was scrolling Tumblr to take the edge off. And one night, I came across a video titled Butts. I'd never seen anything like this before. It was animated by what
I remember when I first started getting into story animation videos, and I instantly fell in love with it. So much that I pretty much look up a new video every day. And now I'm reacting to those storytime animations, even though thousands of other people have already did that. And probably have way more views than mine, but hey, who cares?
But I had no idea where to start. Sure, I had my cheap little drawing tablet, an old wonky version of Photoshop, and enough hand-eye coordination to draw some sick Lion King fan art.
Hey, fair enough.
Making that sick Lion King fan art run around to the beat of Fireflies by Owl City the way I was envisioning it so clearly in my head. I was clueless. But then, I had a brilliant idea. Hi, Domix, I'm a huge fan. By the way, what program do you use? And he rightfully never emailed me back because it was listed right there.
Exactly, he uses Flash to animate.
Like 6 years later, when we met at VidCon, Lord knows that's all I was thinking about. So
That is absolutely crazy that you were thinking about that. You probably hadn't even messaged him like months ago. How the heck was that the first thing you were thinking?
Even more. But when it was time to start looking into what college I wanted to go to, drawing was cool and all, but animation looked even cooler. I mean,
Which I'm glad.
I was enamored by every Disney movie I'd watch. So I decided
Same.
then and there, one day,
Absolutely. I feel like everybody was enamored by every Disney animation movie they watched.
Animation software, good God. You know what probably would have helped? Having a better browser. Like Opera Air, the super customizable, dynamic, free web browser.
I saw that coming.
And considering how stressed out I got trying to find that animation software, I think the all-new Opera Air browser would have helped a ton. Opera Air's design is inspired by the science of mindfulness. To start, Opera Air offers Design Light, a simple, intuitive, and clutter-free browser interface to help
It does look really calm.
focused and stress-free experience. It also has a feature called Break, where if you've been scrolling for a little too long, it'll send you a gentle reminder to take a break, do a little stretch, or for those of us in an absolute crash-out state, follow a guided meditation to calm your nerves and refocus your mind.
Fair enough. I find that very relatable. I will meditate from time to time. I find listening to calm music very, well, calming.
Music and sounds from nature play into each side of your headphones. These binaural beats activate the brain bilaterally with your choice of gamma, alpha, beta, or theta waves. There are dozens of soundscapes available to enhance concentration, creativity, relaxation, and more. My favorite boost is peak concentration. And I prefer to lower the music to hear the tone better. This feature also has a keyboard shortcut, Control V. As someone who already uses bilateral brain stimulation techniques to combat my anxiety, this is very impressive. And again, this amazing tool is free. The cherry on top of this feel-good browser is the feature Inspiration, which provides daily quotes right there on your homepage to help start the day on a positive note. And they aren't just for you. You can share your favorites with family and friends too. Opera Air is such a unique browser, and they really did their research on mindfulness when creating it. Use my link below to try Opera Air for free today. And thank you, Opera Air, for sponsoring. Now, back to the video.
Well, thank you so much.
I went to school for animation. And boy, was I not feeling lucky. Turns out the school I chose was going through a phase, I guess. Back then, they strictly and only taught pencil and paper animation,
which is very impressive that they would still do that, because you think they mostly would just be caring about like computer animation.
And I really appreciate all
I can't imagine having to deal with that.
Out in the real world, animation programs cost big money, more
They
than a
do.
college kid can afford. And it would be so embarrassing to explain to a future interviewer, sorry, I don't know any programs except Flipbook. What's Flipbook? Exactly. Now this internship was for
I
YouTube
doubt they
animator
would have said,
Alex Clark.
what
When I
is
saw that,
Flipbook?
I
I'm
said,
pretty sure every animator
but
at least
the last
knows
time I knew
something about
anything about this
Flipbook.
niche YouTube
Maybe they
community
never
was
used it, but
months
they at least
back in
know about it.
2014. It had been like 3 or 4 years since then. I didn't know this little sapling of a YouTube category had grown into a forest while I was flipping and rolling and flipping and rolling my spine into a C curve. There were a lot of new people here, now with millions of subscribers.
Yep.
It was pretty intimidating, so
And to be honest, whenever I hear their stories about at first they were just making videos for fun, and then all of a sudden one of their videos just blew up, and then they just gained like, they gained like 1,000 subscribers overnight. I find that absolutely crazy.
I learned a lot. So one day during winter break, while I was taking my time in
Fair
my aunt's
enough.
bathroom, I had an idea for a video of my own. My family is pretty spread out all over the country, so I've flown quite a bit by myself. And
Okay.
I have had some funny and weird experiences I thought were worth sharing.
All
I
right.
learned a lot about the typical YouTube animation pipeline, so I figured it was time I just try it out for myself. But the goal was never to become a YouTuber. I saw the stress it put everyone
Fair
under.
enough.
So my goal was simple. Before beginning my beautiful pencil and paper 2-minute senior film comprised of over 2,000 drawings, I made a YouTube animation storytime video for fun, and I posted it on an account called
Hey, fair
Illymations.
enough. That's how I started YouTube too. I was just making reaction videos and stuff for fun. I still am. To be honest, this isn't really like a career or anything. I'm not at that many subscribers yet for this to be a career. Mostly me making these YouTube videos is just for fun, and that's that. It probably still will be for fun, because never will I really be looking at this and being like, I'm only doing this for the money.
After a couple months, I started to gain a small following, which was super cool. I got to chat with everyone in the comments. We all followed each other on Twitter. We made Discord servers to share art and like hang out together. It was really
Hey,
awesome.
very
Then,
fair.
one fateful summer day,
That
I
is
posted
very
a video
fun.
about working at Chick-fil-A and this really creepy coworker we dealt with. When I was working on it, I didn't think anyone would really care to click on it, to be honest. It had a much more
Which
serious
I
tone than
find
other videos.
absolutely
I expected
crazy.
that to be a bad
But
thing.
makes
Animation
sense
storytime on
that at
YouTube
first she probably
was
thought
known
nobody would
for
really care because they think she was like
happy,
making
silly
it up or
stories. But to
something.
my surprise, the video blew up. It got like 1 million views, and then my other videos started getting more views, and then my channel started getting a
Yep.
ton of new followers and a lot of comments. By the summer of 2018, so just a couple months into this fun little side project, I achieved 100,000 subscribers, and
Which I find absolutely
my
lovely.
channel had also earned enough watch time for YouTube to allow me to run ads on my videos and make money, which was so weird. What started off as
I mean,
just
to be
something
honest,
I
I'd
did
find that
to
so
prepare me
weird
for a job
too.
opportunity one
But
day
to be honest, I
grew
am
into becoming
halfway
the job
there.
opportunity itself.
Only
I
at
was making schedules for what videos I wanted to put out, figuring out
997
deadlines for releases,
subscribers. So
built
technically, I have
models,
3
checking out my comment
subscribers left
section to
before
figure
I
out
do
why a
get
million
to
people showed up here all of a
there.
sudden. But not all of them were nice. You're a liar paid by the government to brainwash my children. Quit making things up for views. No, she's not. This kind of bad stuff happened to me too. That's just life. You're a liar paid by the government to brainwash my children. Quit making things up for likes. Bro, chill, touch grass. And when I saw this,
I swear, that is crazy that so many people do believe crazy stuff like that.
and I stopped reading the comment section every day. Now, even though there are some really nasty people and god-awful things happening down there, Jesus
True.
Christ, those comments weren't the ones keeping me up at night. The comments that stuck with me the most back then were the ones saying, I don't see many people discussing the difficult parts of growing up.
Yeah.
Easy and fun parts. This is really cool to see. I went through this too, but I was too scared to talk about it. This video is giving me the courage to get help. Thank you for
And I am glad to see positive videos like, positive comments like that. I said videos, I meant comments. Trust me, I have gotten plenty of negative comments too.
They're really tough to talk about, let alone find helpful information about. And I know that feeling of loneliness all too well. Around the same time I was in high school watching silly animated videos about butts and working at Disney, I was also looking at
Illy.
Such a
You
deplorable
poor her.
16-year-old girlfriend to be deserving this kind of treatment from a 20-year-old man. But then I stumbled across a video of a girl sitting on her bedroom floor, and she opened up about what it was like to be in an abusive relationship, how they met, how he was nice at first, and how he slowly but surely changed her life for the worse, and how
Yeah.
hard and unsafe it was to leave. But there she was, sitting there right in front of me, and now living a life so much more open and happy after leaving that guy. She was okay. And although it took me a couple more years to safely leave my abusive relationship, I wish I could remember her username so I could say thank you. Because I don't see many people discussing the difficult parts of growing up, only the easy and fun parts.
That is very true.
I was too scared to talk about it, and your video gave me the courage to get help. So thank you for talking about serious stuff like this on YouTube. So there I was, in
I'm
my college
glad.
apartment, thinking about that girl and the massive impact she had on my life. And I wanted to pay it forward. So I made a video called How I Met My Abusive Ex-Boyfriend, and I began working on the How I Left video to come after it. I made sure to include all the vocab words and resources I wish I could have had back then when I needed it. And that video
Well, I am definitely glad that you put out that video. Now other people know what relationships they should be in and what relationships they shouldn't be in.
I had about it all. And of course, the comment section of these videos were a dumpster fire. But you guys know, I'm not the only one on here or other platforms who occasionally experience absolute creeps and weirdos. So I know I can't be the only online content creator who continues to ask themselves, why would anyone do this job?
I mean, to be honest, I have asked that plenty of times when I see negative comments and negative effects on certain people. I mean, so many people have quit YouTube because of all the negativity.
Just as I accidentally fell into this line of work, I was just as surprised to find I landed a voice acting role in freaking Beastars. It's small,
Which is absolutely crazy.
It's been out for a while now, but still, it was so much fun, and I didn't know I could do that. I want to do more of that.
Well, I'm glad. Well, I'm glad that you were happy about that kind of thing. I see many YouTubers getting like voice acting roles and stuff. In fact, one of my favorite YouTubers actually is a voice actor, and I love seeing his different impressions. His name is Brian.
And as always, stay safe.
Anyway, guys, that was my reaction to how I accidentally became a YouTuber. It's absolutely crazy how at first she never really planned to become a YouTuber, and now she's one of the biggest storytime animation YouTubers. And I'm glad to see her videos each and every day, and I'm happy to react to them. Like I said, I just make my videos for fun, and even though they don't get that many views, I'm still happy making them, because they make me happy. Anyway, hope you have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.